British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has survived a confidence vote in the wake of that damning report into lockdown parties. The vote was triggered after the required 54 MPs officially called for Mr Johnson to step down from the top job.
But it was defeated 211 votes to 148, and Mr Johnson is describing this as a decisive result. Let's go straight to Europe correspondent Nick Dole, who was outside number 10 Downing Street. Nick, good morning. So what's the latest?
Good morning, Michael. Well, Boris Johnson is back here at number 10 and digesting these results, and the protests have started. You may be able to hear that very loud music blasting through number 10. That's not uncommon these days as protesters vent their frustration with the wild parties that were held here at number 10 that the Prime Minister himself attended. And that has been one of the central issues here. Many of the MPs voting today were asked to basically make a judgment as to whether or not he still has the trust of the community. So he did narrowly win this. He won roughly 60% of the support of his backbench colleagues. That's a win, certainly, but perhaps not the margin he was looking for. We're just hearing more very loud chants from people in the background, because I think there is an expectation that even though the Prime Minister has won the tentative support of his colleagues, that this can't last. So we're going to see more and more pressure from Boris Johnson's opponents to try to convince his backbench MPs to change their minds and have another go. The Prime Minister has addressed the media just a short time ago. He says that even though this result may have been bigger, in his view, it's a decisive win, and it's time for the country to move on.
I think it's a convincing result, a decisive result, and what it means is that as a government we can move on and focus on the stuff that I think really matters to people.
Boris Johnson there, confident about his future, but we had Nick Matthew Paris on the show a short time ago. As you'd know, a former Conservative MP, prominent commentator. In his view, Boris Johnson is a dead man walking. Surely this is a huge blow to his credibility.
This is a huge blow because other Prime Ministers have also faced this sort of a vote, and they've performed even better than Boris Johnson did in this vote, and they've still had to resign. Theresa May, for example, got a much better result in a no-confidence motion. She subsequently still resigned after judging that she really didn't have the support of her backbenchers. Importantly, the rules at the moment protect the Prime Minister. Under Conservative Party rules, now that he's survived this vote of no confidence, he's spared from another one for 12 months. But already some Conservative MPs have said that the rules could be changed so that even though the Prime Minister's won the vote tonight, they could still have another attempt to dislodge him in the coming months.
Nick Dole, I'll leave you with the protesters there outside number 10 Downing Street. Thanks for persisting. And so just confirming, if you're just tuning in, the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has survived, although more than 40% of British MPs, Conservative MPs, voted to get rid of him.